Hi, everybody. I am Jocelyn Starfeather, and I am so excited to share this really, really short but deep and moving YouTube live with you. So I was here on Earth. I will just show you this beautiful, beautiful space I'm in. I have Isis and the buffalo here with us. I was just sitting here connecting in with the earth today, and this message came through really strongly saying our hearts can handle these changes, our minds cannot. And so this is very interesting. And so then I was asking the earth for more information, right? And what is it that we need to know about this? And so what came through is that there are just these massive shifts and solar flares and energetic changes moving through us at this time, and even changes in how the energy is flowing through the earth herself. And so as these changes move through us, it affects us on a very physical level. And it can cause physical shifts. It can cause pain in the body. It can cause anxiety or fear to rise up in the mind. And we're so trained in our modern culture to approach things from the mind, right? To live and make decisions and take actions based on what we know in the mind, with the thinking mind. And this insight then is really important, that our hearts can handle these massive changes coming through. Our minds cannot. And so this is a huge invitation to do what indigenous and ancient cultures have told us since the beginning of time, which is to shift into a mode, instead of living from the thinking mind, to shift into living from the heart, okay? To shift into living and loving and being and doing and making decisions and taking actions and knowing things from the heart, and really just feeling like we can close our eyes and just feel it now for a moment, right? Like dropping down out of this mind to-do lists and worries and, oh, what if this and what if that, and it could have been this and should have been that. There's a lot of chaos there, right? And really dropping into the heart, into this still, calm space in the center of us, right? The heart is the center between the 3 upper chakras and the 3 lower chakras. And it is the part of us that is not only holding our own inner wisdom and intuition and our ancestral knowing, the knowledge that's in our DNA and in our blood from our ancestors, but also that is receiving information from the above, from the cosmos, and receiving information from the earth, from the below, at all times. So when we connect in with this heart space, and we let the heart, without any words, without any analytics or calculations, right, process the upgrades and the changes that are moving through us, then we will be able to handle it. Then we will know what to do or not do. Then we will know to just be, probably, and just receive and accept. So I invite you to keep this as your mantra in the coming days, in the coming weeks, right? Our heart can handle these changes. Our minds cannot. And, these massive changes coming through, so, like I said, the solar flares, changes in how the Earth's energy is flowing, these energetic upgrades that we're receiving into our cells, into our DNA, these are something that our minds cannot possibly fathom, right? And so if we can just surrender into this, if we can enter into, instead of trying to figure it out, if we can enter into a feeling state, really surrender into it, if we can stop trying to be in control of this experience, if we can let our body naturally handle this in the way that it's designed to, because the heart will know what to do, then our consciousness is going to naturally shift into the way we're meant to receive these changes, which is from the heart, through the heart, not through the mind. And so we're just being so very guided from the earth and the cosmos and their infinite wisdom at every turn. This is these changes coming in, and the fact that they must be processed through the heart, not through the mind, are helping us to tune into the heart. if we will surrender to them. And truly this sacred architecture that we're made of, right? That every cell, every molecule of our bodies is made of, and the sacred architecture that surrounds us in everything we do. It is guiding us, shaping us, recalibrating us, helping us to evolve in the ways that are most needed. And one more thing that's important here, we are in a really powerful time of the year. We are entering into the Lion's Gate portal, which is the time of the heliacal rising of the star Sirius. Now, the star Sirius is very connected with the goddess Isis and with the mythology of ancient Egypt. And what's really important about the heliacal rising of Sirius, which occurs every year at this time, now what that means is that fixed stars, okay, we see them in the sky. So we see the star Sirius following the constellation Orion through the sky from in the northern hemisphere from about this time, right, August through next May. But starting in May, we will not be able to see Orion anymore. We will not be able to see the Pleiades, which is also nearby. We will not be able to see Sirius for a period of time because these fixed stars have gone into the underworld. Now, what this actually means is the sun has come around to them on the ecliptic, and when the sun is very close to stars or planets, we don't see those. Just like the new moon, when the moon gets close to the sun, we don't see the moon because the moon shines brighter than any of these other things from our perspective on Earth. And so Sirius has been in the underworld since sometime in May of this year, and she is going to be making her reappearance. That's what the Lion's Gate is all about. Now, when Sirius would make her reappearance, when she had her heliacal rising in late July, early August, in ancient times, and in ancient times it was actually more aligned with the summer solstice, but we'll leave that alone. The way we experience it now is late July, early August. That was the time when the floods would return to the Nile River, okay? That was the time when the snows were melted enough in southern Africa for the water to make their way up north to Egypt and to refill the Nile River. Now, previous to this, while Sirius is in the underworld, Egypt in ancient times would experience a time of drought and famine, and life was very precarious while Sirius was in the underworld. And so, of course, the ancient people saw that when their goddess, their Isis, could not be seen in the nighttime sky, they suffered. And when she returned, she brought life back to the land again, right? How beautiful is this? So, this time that we're in now is the Lion's Gate. We are about to have the heliacal rising of Sirius, where we will be able to again see Sirius just before dawn on the eastern horizon. So you will want to Google it where in your local area, okay, you'll want to Google. So like for me, if I'm in Easton, Maryland, I will Google when is the date of the heliacal rising of Sirius in 2021 for Easton, Maryland. Okay, and it will tell you because it varies by latitude. So, for example, for latitude 41 degrees north, which is about the latitude of Chicago, Illinois, it's about the latitude of Rome, Italy, the heliacal rising of Sirius this year is occurring on August 11th. Okay, so look up and see when is Sirius going to rise, just before the sun, just before dawn in your area. But we kind of tend to celebrate this on August 8th in general, Lion's Gate, August 8th, because that's the midpoint where everywhere in the world, kind of centers around August 8th being the heliacal rising of Sirius. But it could be before, it could be after. So it's really important for us to pay attention to the insights that are coming through from the Earth and the stars and the planets at this time as we're in the Lion's Gate. It is a powerful portal when ancient wisdom is opening up for us, when messages from the stars and planets are coming in really strongly, even more strongly than usual, and when the goddess Isis is speaking to us, because it is her special time. It is her time that she is returning. She is rising again from the underworld, and she is bringing life and hope back to the land again. So take this mantra with you and let this be a comfort to you. Let it be an inspiration, okay? Our hearts can handle these changes. Our minds cannot. And let this be an invitation to drop out of the mind into the heart and fully live, fully surrender into these very rapidly changing times that we're in, and know the earth and cosmos. And all is happening in its perfection. I am sending you so much love, everybody. Mwah. Many blessings, big hugs, and take care and be safe out there. Much love, everybody.